This podcast is brought to you by Undercurrent Athletics and Hard Knocks Gym, both located at the corner of 52nd Street and Broadway. We are also brought to you by Maceo Spice and Import Company, located at 2706 Market Street. For sponsorship and advertising information, please contact galvestonislandpodcast@gmail.com. Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in again. Well, first things first, let's kick it to Alex with that fishing report.
Okay, guys, the fishing report. Let's see. This whole week, towards the evening, we're not going to have that good of fishing. The surfs are going to be producing pretty big swells. In the morning, they're going to be the water's going to be cleaner than it is going to be in the afternoon. It's mostly going to be wind's going to be a factor. I'd suggest sticking to the bay. Shark fishing should be pretty good for this weekend. John Michael's telling me. And for the foreseeable week, so maybe we get to see some of John Michael again. Anyway, we have our guest, Josh Altum. He is he's one of my good buddies, and he fights out of, where do you fight out of?
Gym or?
Yeah, which gym?
Texas Striking Academy and Undercurrent Jiu-Jitsu.
So
or CrossFit Undercurrent.
So I train with him at Undercurrent Jiu-Jitsu, and we have a great time. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Say a few words and just.
Josh Altum, as he said once before. 20 years old. Pretty much all I do is martial arts. That's what I do.
Train and fight.
Yeah, that's all I do. I don't have a job. Any money I make is from training people.
Hey, that is your job, man. You got a job.
Yeah, I was about to say. Well,
yeah.
the fight I have coming up is my first like actual job. I'm getting paid for it now, so I'm actually I'll have a income now. So
what's it called? Xtreme Knockout.
Yeah.
So before the podcast, we were saying this is your first professional fight, yeah?
Yeah, this is my
debut.
36.
Yeah, right there.
Right there.
When is it?
Oh, it's 36 or 37. This is gonna be fun. Where's it being held at?
It's in Dallas at the Gas Monkey Live.
And when is it?
August 12th.
What is that, a promotional video over there?
Yeah, something.
Upcoming events.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it right
That's
there.
it right here?
Yeah.
Do you know who you're fighting yet?
Yeah, I'm fighting some he's not Russian, he's from Serbia.
Really?
What's his name? His name's fucked up. It's it's like Zakika Chris Manovic.
So what's the deal? Have you been watching videos and stuff of them?
I don't watch too much video on the people I fight, but I always like to watch at least one to see what their style is.
What's his record?
Well, it's his debut too. So
oh, okay.
We're both 0-0.
Is he from the area or?
Well, he's from Serbia, and he's I think he trains out of somewhere by Dallas.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
But like I said, I watched this video, and he's from what I saw, he's more of he likes to grapple.
Yeah.
Than anything.
Yeah.
So.
What's your strong suit?
My strong suit. I'm honestly strong. I'm well rounded everywhere. But,
okay.
I mean, my base and what I started in is definitely grappling. So, like I said, it won't be nothing new to me if that's where he wants to take it.
He puts me in a pretzel a lot.
How long you been doing practicing martial arts?
I started. My mom put me in it when I was. She put me in Taekwondo, like a lot of kids.
Yeah.
When I was 7, something like that.
Yeah.
Got out of it, and then when I was 12 or 13, I got beat up by my cousin, and he took me to the boxing gym, and I've been doing, everything ever since. So 12, 13.
So when did you start your amateur fights and stuff? Since 12 or 13? Or?
I started doing jiu-jitsu tournaments and stuff 3 months after I started training jiu-jitsu. And then I had an underground fight. I fought a guy who's actually pro now. His name's Chase. He just fought not too long ago too. But I was 14, I think. and he was like.
You say underground fight, so you just like
Is that like a- is that what
fought
they-
this guy?
Is that a
Well,
burner?
No, it was in a cage. It was in a cage, and it was actually that building right over there.
No way.
Yeah, it was one of them buildings right over there.
It was indoors. It was inside.
Yeah, it was indoor. It was in one of those big buildings, and they set up a cage in there. And like I said, I was 14 and he was 18 or 19, and they didn't want me to do full MMA every round because I was still technically a kid, fighting him. And so we did boxing the first round, we did kickboxing the second round, we did MMA the third round, and I beat him up all rounds, and then I knocked him out in the third round.
So wait, we got to dive into this. Is this a thing? Is
is
underground fights?
This is on YouTube. This fight is on YouTube.
Really?
You can watch me.
Our coach tells us things about like back in the day when he used to train. Like guys would come in and they'd be all cocky and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, the jiu-jitsu, yeah. I bet we're the big bodybuilders," and they would scrap in the gym.
Yeah.
So do you think there's still underground fights going on?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, boxers do it.
And this is what they are now. Underground just means that it's not licensed by the state.
Right.
What they're called now are smokers. That's what they're called. And they're smokers all the time. There was one last weekend. There was a smoker.
So guys are making money.
Well, Texas is a mutually combative state.
And what happens is, so like, you don't get paid. I mean, it's still, it's. Like,
but is it free for me to go watch, or do I have to pay admission to get in there?
That's where they make their money at. They'll charge you like $5 to get in or something. So if they can get a big crowd, the gym whoever's holding that makes a lot of money off it. So because the fighters have to pay to fight, you have to pay like $5.
But it's not legal.
It's technically not legal, but they put it under it. It's like sparring. It's like sparring.
Right.
When the guys
Sparring
get in
match.
there,
Well, it's not legal because they're making money and they're not
Exactly.
claiming it.
Exactly. So, yeah. But like I said, that fight with me is actually on YouTube. All you do is look my name up and you'll find it. And
Goodness gracious, where's
On
this guy
Google?
fighting now?
yeah, that's it right there.
Which one?
104. 104. Go down right there.
First cage fight 104.
Yeah. Go watch 3 or 4 real quick.
Okay.
Press 3 or 4.
Yeah, turn the volume down, Alex.
Yeah.
I did a 360 spinning back kick to this dude.
How long were the rounds?
It was 3 minutes. Watch this right here. Here it is.
Oh, you're so much bigger than him too.
Yeah, I was a lot bigger than him.
So where's this guy fighting now?
I don't know. I know he just fought. Though.
Ooh.
He's got it like 3 or 4.
You guys have
fights.
big gloves on. Oh.
Yeah. And dude, after I hit him with that kick,
He did a spinning back.
I did a 360 jump kick and smacked him right in the head. Dude, after the kick, literally he was like this on the cage. There was 1 second left when I landed it, and he was like this.
He got rocked.
Yeah, he was literally like
About to fall over.
They were gonna call it, but they let him go
Because
one
Josh
more.
would have.
So they've got a ref in there with you.
Yeah.
So it was 4 rounds.
It was 3 rounds.
3 rounds.
Boxing.
So those two.
kickboxing.
Okay, those two were broke up.
Yeah, and you can see I'm a kid. I mean, you can see.
Is that you, Josh Altum 14?
Yeah, that's me sparring right there.
How old was this guy when he was fighting you?
He was like 18 or 19.
Oh.
He was 18.
He was a whole
or
lot
19.
older than you.
Yeah,
that
and look
it?
right here. He taps, and then I get up, and I'm all like, bet,
Oh, and then he's like, I didn't tap.
Yeah, and then he tells the ref, and like I said, it's not a licensed thing, so they can lie.
Yeah.
And if the ref wants, he can restart it,
Yeah.
So they restart it. So I beat him like twice in one round,
But you had it on
And
video.
right there, I walked up to him. I was like, you tap, right? And he was like, he like stuttered, and I was like, no, it's fine. That's what I told him. I was
That's
like,
cool,
"No, it's
that's
fine. We can go again. And that's how you know I was young, because I wore long shorts. Now I only train in like
It's kind of.
spandex.
It's
I don't
more
know.
comfortable.
Yeah, I hate it.
Yeah. Well,
But yeah.
what kind of training program you been on? You've been doing like just strictly gym stuff, or?
I always try to switch it up, but my main schedule is I'll train in the morning.
Mhm.
Usually just depending on what training partners I have at the gym. But I'll do mainly like striking and stuff in the mornings, and then jiu-jitsu at night. And then I'll mix it up every so often. I'll go spar at other gyms, or the Island Hot Air Yoga. I go there every so often.
Yeah.
And do yoga there. I mean, I like to switch it up, and I run a lot too. So
Yeah.
I'm constantly trying to, because MMA is everything.
Yeah,
it's not
sure.
like boxing, just hands. So I try to train everything I got.
Speaking of just hands, what about McGregor Mayweather? What do you think?
I think that because I've sparred pro boxers, and I haven't sparred anybody close to Mayweather's skill, but I've done great with pro boxers, and I've beat up plenty of them, but like I said, when it comes down to it, I just think that Mayweather's just got too many. He's got too many answers to big punchers, Like, I think Conor's going to go out there, and he's going to look a lot better with his hands than he ever has, because he's
training them,
doing boxing, But I think that Mayweather's just got too many answers for people just trying to knock him out, He's fought 26 world champions, I mean, that's big. You ain't even got to say nothing else,
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, but Alex doesn't seem to agree with me.
I think McGregor. I think everyone's sleeping on McGregor. I think,
and I'm not sleeping on him. I've told people, like, you should never sleep on somebody who's determined. Everybody has a chance. You got a chance.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody has a chance. I mean, all you got to do is land it one time. But like I said, on paper and just looking at it, that's just how it is.
This is going to be a great
I'm not
fight.
counting him out, though. If he knocked him out, I would,
Yeah. Regardless, this is a great fight.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I just think McGregor's just got some crazy. I mean, no one like has seen him box before. I mean,
Yeah.
they've seen him do kickboxing, but seen a little bit of his hands, but no one's seen him like go into a boxing ring.
Yeah, and Floyd, and like I said, Floyd's got a big disadvantage with his age, because, I mean, Floyd's last his last fights of his career, they were like 2 or 3 years ago,
Yeah.
And like I said, when you're in that 36, 37 to 42 range, 2 to 3 year like time span,
A lot can happen.
It's a lot can happen. So, I mean, we'll just have to see how Floyd looks when he gets in there,
Who started? Or what made you want to start fighting?
I got in a lot of trouble. I was really bad as a kid. I was bad. I really was. Seriously. I got a CD in my car of me like street fighting. I used to film. This is what I used to do. It's in my car too. I used to like film us fighting kids or whatever, street fights, and then I took it to school. And I sold them for $3 at school. That's here. You can ask people I went to Blocker with. People bought them.
How many did you sell?
I don't remember. But it was like, for me, it was probably like 10 CDs. Like after a fight, like 10 CDs. And that's not bad either. I mean,
That's your own promoter, distributor.
And I remember the guy that I beat up. I remember his girlfriend had lunch with me, and I remember, when I bring the CDs to school, I walked up to her and I told her it was for free. Then I gave it.
Did
to
she
her.
keep them?
I'm sure she watched it.
Yeah, she watched it.
I'm sure she watched it. But what was cool about that? My principal, Mr. Spears at the time, super cool. He brought me into his office because the kid came to school, and
You messed him up.
Yeah, he was messed up. So they knew something happened. And they ended up figuring it out, and he bring me to the office and he, closed the door. And I was thinking, oh my God, I'm about to go to LC or alternative school, whatever. And he turned the fights on. He had a CD. He turned the fights on, and we watched it. And he was like, "Damn, man, you got him good." He was like, dude, he was
Your principal?
I swear to God.
I love it.
Oh
I
my
love it.
God.
That's
he was
awesome.
me and him are like still friends to this day because of stuff like that. Like, I'm telling you, so me and him are super. He's been to my fights and everything. Like, that's how much because he said that it wasn't like some other kids just street fighting, because so many people, like, in Texas City, Galveston here too, a lot of people get jumped, and we were kids, like, literally, we would mutually agree, like, hey, we're going to meet here, and we're going to fight one-on-one, we always did. And after the fight, nobody ever beefed, we just had a fight, and that was it, and he said he respected that because, we weren't doing anything else, stupid, trying to shoot people, stab people, or anything like that.
I think that's a natural aggression thing.
I really do wish that fighting was more accepted as a pun. Not maybe I don't know. I haven't put much thought into it, but like punishment or something, or like that's how you figure it. You go to court.
Yeah.
You could go to court and they could adjourn that you have to be in a physical thing with somebody. I mean, think about how much, that would save a lot of money. And
like
but we'd have a lot of people getting their ass whooped.
No, true, yeah. But think about how many people would be humbled by that type of stuff. They wouldn't just rely on, I'm going to take you to court, It's be like, you're going to take me to court. You might have to get it on,
Catch these hands, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I don't know, though. I don't know. I'm not in that, in that department.
That'd be kind of cool, I guess. But I do think that there needs to be more science on fighting and what it does to you, and then people can I mean, but it's like football too. You sign up for it, and you're like,
the risk.
Yeah, it's worth it. Like it's worth it. Why not? Hey,
yeah.
I'd rather be the guy beating someone up than the guy getting hit.
Yeah. I don't know. All these CTE studies make me nervous, man. It's like
it makes me nervous. I mean,
it's like seems like everyone that comes out makes it worse.
So you've been hit in the head a lot.
No, not me.
Well,
I'm one of those guys. I don't.
You're evasive.
Yeah. Well, not that I'm like, I'm untouchable. I mean, I've been popped. Everybody's been popped if you're in this game. But I'm just not one of those guys. I'm not a brawler, and I'm smart. I use my speed and I use my brain a lot. I'm not one of those guys who's just gonna hit you and get emotional and just start swinging, and I just won't do it because it's just dumb. I was just talking to my mom about this the other night, and we were talking about there's all these UFC fighters, and they're good fighters and stuff, but they have nothing going for them, nothing else. They ain't got nothing business-wise. They don't have a good image. They don't take care of themselves. Fighting is what they do, and I can see because that's the position I'm in. But like I said, I mean,
tell us about your clothing line.
Yeah, I have a clothing line already. So I'm building. So when I get that platform, I plan on building off that platform, and then leaving fighting, whenever I've done what I want to do, because I'm not just going to be,
punch drunk.
Yeah, exactly. So.
What's the name of your clothing line?
Ultimata.
Okay.
It's I started it close to 2 years ago now, maybe a year. I recently stopped making after I had last year was like a super busy year for me, and I had a bunch of my hands were in too many pots. Sure. I was trying to do way too much. So after I took a break from fighting for a few months, and after that break, I just told myself that I was going to put it to the side, and just focus on this, and then when I start getting the finances and stuff like that to be able to hire a team and stuff, I'm going to come back to it because that'll make it a lot easier on me because I was doing everything by myself,
What is it, athletic gear? Or?
It's everything. I plan on having, everything, but so far it's just been basic T-shirts, shorts, stuff like that. Sure. It's been clever stuff. I made one at 8 Figures Mindset, and it's 8 Figures Mindset, 8 figures $10 million, $20 million, and on the shirt it had commas.
Mm-hmm.
Where the 3 letters and 2 letters, and it was a clever idea, but nothing too crazy yet though.
Well, I hope everything goes well.
Oh,
are you excited? So you haven't watched any fighting, but does your camp know what to look for? This guy's gonna be doing this. I mean, you said it's MMA, or grappling.
We watched one video, and grappling is what the wrestling area is where it looked like he comes out from the video. I'm not banking on the video, because you could watch some of my old videos and you come to fight me now, I'd be completely different, But in the video I watched, he threw his strikes, just to get close and grab the guy, take him down, So if I'm going off the video, he's gonna want to wrestle for sure. I mean, he's not gonna want to strike with me. But like I said, I mean, taking me to the ground isn't. If he can take me to the ground, it's not gonna be fun.
So tell us about TSA. I haven't heard. I really haven't even asked you about it at the gym.
TSA, we got that going. It's not my gym. I don't own it.
Mm-hmm.
But me and my coach Joe, we're the ones who made it.
Mm-hmm.
He owns it. It's his gym. But after he had a gym years ago, him and his dad, it closed down and stuff. I was like gym hopping. I was trying to find somewhere to train. I couldn't find nowhere to train. You know, there's not many places. And just out of nowhere one day, I don't know how, me and him just got in contact after like 2 years of not talking. And we were like, man, and he was like, man, I'm done fighting, you know, I want to start coaching. And I was like, dude, I need somebody that wants to do this, you know. So literally, I remember to this day, we met at his house that he's still in, and we did a mid session right there. And then 2 weeks later, his parents had a garage behind their house, and it was an old like auto shop, you know, and so it was a good size. And we literally matted that garage out. We put bags in there, and that was the like TSA. You know, we had people that were coming to train, and then he saved up, and then we're in the place we're in now. And it's been like 2 or 3 years, I think. And like I said, I mean, have you ever seen the gym?
No, I have not. I haven't. I've seen pictures inside of it. It's pretty big.
It's not even that it's big. It's good size, but what we've done
From what you've had.
Yeah, it's super nice.
Are you looking into coaching, like in the future?
Eventually.
It's a long time to go until then, though.
He's a great striker. I've seen him just hit the bags, man. It's something else.
I've been talking to Joe too recently about helping with jiu-jitsu and stuff like that. Just because, you know, when I'm not fighting, since right now I'm not making millions or anything, you know, like I need to figure out, you know, a way that wouldn't be too much off my training to make some, you know, extra money if I can. So, I'll maybe help out, but like coaching definitely, like after I'm done, you know, fighting and stuff, because I don't want to.
Where's TSA located? Texas City?
Lamar.
Lamar?
Yeah.
How many guys you got training there?
Oh man, it's filled. There's not a ton of MMA fighters. There's only a few. You know, we have Carla Hernandez. She trains.
Yeah, Carla's a buzzsaw, man. I hate rolling with her.
She trains at Undercurrent too, and we got Jose Solis. We got a few other guys who come, but the MMA fighting portion of the gym's still coming up. But there's a lot of boxers. There's a bunch of pro boxers, amateurs,
Golden Gloves,
all types of stuff. I mean, we got trophies and stuff all over the wall, and only like 2 years, you know. So, and the kids there, it's crazy. 4 to 6, you can't even go in there. That's how many kids are in there.
Really?
Everybody's kids are there. It's crazy. But it's the gym's doing really good.
So let me ask you this: do you think there's more opportunity in pro boxing or pro MMA fights?
Pro boxing would. The thing with pro boxing is MMA is, it's kind of going towards politics, but boxing is politics, you know. And if you want to make it in boxing, I mean, you got to know how to box, of course, but a lot of boxing is they want people who look good, they want people with clean records, you know, they want a certain type, you know what I mean? MMA, you can more
John Jones.
Yeah, MMA, you can more have your own
persona.
But
as long as you're knocking people out in the octagon, you're good.
Yeah, in boxing, they'll pad you up. Like, I've seen plenty of guys, and they're good, but they're not that good, and they'll have crazy good records. And you're like, dude, how is your record that good? You know, because they're fighting guys literally. I watched one guy in Texas City. He came in and he was wearing basketball shorts and some J's in the boxing room, pro boxing. And the guy he fought, you know, had like real boxing trunks on, gold, you know, knocked the guy out in like 20 seconds. You know?
The guy in the J's.
Yeah. And I was like, you knew that guy that came in with the basketball shorts, Jay. He came in just to get a paycheck for, you know, so he could get beat by this guy. You know?
Yeah.
So boxing's real set up. You know, MMA. The thing with MMA, you could fight the best in the world one day, and then you could fight the worst the next. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, it's MMA is definitely the more pure form of fighting right now. You know,
What do you think is a great base to have?
a great base. My mind used to be set on like wrestling, you know, because that's what everybody says. But I mean, at this point,
I feel like the wrestlers are more like bash-headed brawlers whenever they get into the ring, and then the jiu-jitsu guys more like try to pick you apart.
Honestly, I just feel like any base is good. Just get you a base. It don't matter what it is. You know, it could be striking, taekwondo. I mean, any base is a good base, you know, because you got to think about it. If you just bank on being a wrestler, like, oh, I have a wrestling base, you know.
You better be like world class Olympic wrestler.
Yeah, like, but what happens when someone knows how to defend takedowns, you know, and you have to strike? Where's your base at for striking?
Did you watch the last set of UFC fights?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I really was impressed with Woodley.
Yeah, and a lot of people were criticized, and I can see where the criticism comes from because I mean it wasn't.
But you got to beat
like
the
a
champ.
fight.
But you got to beat the champ. If you're contending, you got to beat the champ.
But it was
He defended
the
all
only-
those wrestling
the-
shots.
the only-
Was that Damian Maia, right?
Yeah, and it was 23 takedowns that Damian Maia attempted. Didn't get one. Not one takedown. 23 takedowns, one fight.
Could GSP take him down?
That's the next
That's
big.
the question.
That's the next big
That's
one
the
that people have
question.
been entertaining.
But I can see where the criticism from that comes from,
Mm-hmm.
you know, to the naked eye, you know, of people who don't do.
Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, why isn't he trying to
The
brawl?
only criticism I can give of that fight is I thought Woodley had countless amount of opportunities where he defended the takedown and he just walked off. He could have defended the takedown and gave him at least 3 or 4
Engage, yeah.
good ones.
But
at
Maia's
least.
a nasty
Yeah.
black belt.
There's not, like I said, I thought it was a perfect fight by Tyron. I just don't. If I gave any criticism, it would be that
Throw a little more,
he could have defended,
damaged him a little more.
Exactly.
But I think his like defending his takedowns
crazy.
so well
It was
that he was
crazy.
like, that was his, you know, he's like,
Yeah.
come on, you're gonna have to do better than
He
that.
shut Damian down. Damian landed a few good punches on him, but other than that, he shut Damian down.
So like in the middle of a fight, like this one I just watched, when you throw that spinning back kick, like when does that come into your mind? Like
I don't know. Some of that stuff just happens. You know.
you just like, I'm just gonna like, oh, he's wide open. Like I see his arm, his left shoulder's
Well,
down.
and
I
it-
know
Probably
I
not
can.
that much thinking involved.
Yeah, and it's you're reacting off what they're doing too, you know. Like I think if I remember, you know, because that was years ago, but I think I remember looking at him and just seeing that he wasn't gonna strike back if I did something that wasn't regular, you know. Because the way I did the 360 kick, because I went slow, I turned slow, and then I jumped fast, you know. So maybe I was looking at him and seeing that he was like. You know, and I was like, oh, he's not gonna rush me if I turn my back to him real quick or something. You know what I mean? So a lot of it's reacting off what they're giving you. You know, if they're rushing you, hit aside, bang them up, or take them down. You know, if they're sitting on the cage, you know, just mix them up. I mean,
Put rope a dope, put him on the.
yeah,
just keep.
really depend. You just reacting off what they're doing. You know.
I think fighting is really interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Like you could get knocked out with a leg in the head, or you can, you know, catch someone in something that you've been trying at the gym just like off a whim.
I'm telling you, my first fight with Undercurrent, you know, was with XKO, the people I'm about to fight for, and it's before I started training at Undercurrent. I hated leg locks and stuff. I hated doing submission on the legs, you know. Right when I started training there, everyone was like trying leg locks on me. Everybody, you know, that's just what we do over there. You know, we add a lot of leg stuff in there, and literally, I started training there. And 4 weeks later, I had my first fight with Undercurrent, and I went out there and beat the guy like a minute 30 or a minute 20, and I beat the shit out of him like for that whole minute, and then the last 30 seconds, I threw a combo. And I went over his head with the last one, and he grabbed me. He was on my back, and he was trying to suplex me. And I did a rolling knee bar, and you know, rolling knee bars is so rare in MMA too. Like,
Yeah.
And I'm pissed about it.
I was there that
because-
fight. That was a
Dude,
that was a good fight.
I'm pissed about it because they never gave me the video of the fight.
What?
Yeah. And you know, like I said, you know how rare rolling knee bar is? You can look it up. You know, it's only been done a few times, you know. And the one I did, dude.
Didn't Frank Mir get one on Brock Lesnar?
On Brock, yeah. And you see how monumental that shit is.
Yeah.
Though, you know, people are like, dude, you don't see.
So Ben, leg locks are like frowned upon.
Because it's
By
so dangerous.
yeah, because
The
like
guy that I beat, that I leg locked, I got a picture on my phone of him screaming, like as I'm on his leg, you know, and he's like,
You're like, this hurts like shit.
yeah. And after the fight, he couldn't even walk. Like he was like, people were helping him walk.
we train and we don't like, they don't let the white belts leg lock, and if they do, they're like they know they've done it a few times. They know what
tearing ligaments and stuff, or
Oh, you'll
tear ACL, MCL.
You could pop a you can break their toes.
You could
pop Achilles.
Yeah, the Achilles. You can mess.
Dude, I tore my ACL twice and it sucks. Hate it, man.
But
I can't imagine Achilles. That would be terrible too.
Yeah, it just pop and then you just can't use your foot.
Yeah.
But we know what we're doing when we go in there. And
everybody at the gym.
I hate leg locks though. I hate them so much because you go in there and you plant your foot and then they try wrapping around your leg and then it's. I've gotten better though. I used to get caught all the time and then that's I guess.
And I'm. It's not that I don't like leg locks. I mean I like them, but I still.
Stick to your stand-up.
I like to stick to my other stuff, I only use the leg locks if it's really there now, because there was a point I was going for them all the time. I just got used to, everyone in the room doing it, us all practicing it, so eventually I was like, okay, I need to, I want to stay off my back, I want to stay on top. So
yeah, well, is it different fighting? What I've never really I know when I fight the guys who are 240, 230. Or they roll with them, it sucks. What about rolling with guys that are like me, and 200 pounds, and you're buck 60, buck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely better.
It makes you better. Obviously, it's gonna make you better, but what's it how does it translate? What's the
Well, I mean, of course, with guys like your size, I mean, I can work a little more. Y'all still really strong, but I mean, I can do more. I can work my game. When I go with Gabe and them, it's, I can still work my game, but a lot of my stuff gets shut down because they're just so strong. And when they put that pressure down, sometimes I just can't do certain things. But then again, even though I don't like it particularly, at the end of the day, when you think about it, I mean, it does help you because most of your stuff gets shut down. You're forced to do something different, So
what's it now? Have you ever been hitting the you got, of course, fighting you hitting right in the jaw or in the head? Do you ever get that? Whoa,
I've only been rocked twice my whole life.
What's it like being rocked?
It's I mean, it's like you hear a bell. The time I got the 2 times I've been rocked is I rocked myself. I went for a double leg on a guy. I was sparring. I threw a combination, and I went to go take him down, and I literally dove into his knee. Joel watched it, and he was like, "Dude, I literally just did it wrong and just dove straight into his knee," and sat there, and I was like. I was like, yeah, something happened. But the first time I got rocked, and when I got rocked, the one thing with me is I'm real good at hiding. You'll never know it, unless you actually put me down, or something. The first time I got rocked, I was sparring with a guy, and I was just mixing him up. Out of nowhere, he just threw a head kick. Out of nowhere, he threw a head kick. And
what is it about? Is it just the angle that you're at when head kick just comes? You're just like,
well, it's a leg.
You're not even expecting. You're not expecting. Well, I mean, you're not expecting it though, right?
Yeah, especially him because, like I said, he was just like this. He was on the wall, and this is when I was a little bit greener too. This was years ago, So I didn't particularly I wasn't particularly okay, I'm gonna do this combo. He's not gonna throw. Now I'm more aware. I know, they're gonna come with something, but. I was mixing him up, and then out of nowhere he threw that head kick, and his foot just wrapped right here. And I just remember hearing a bell. It was like, but like I said, he never knew it. Right when he hit me with the head kick, I stopped for a second, threw a jab, threw a spinning back fist, caught him, and then he was done. I didn't knock him out, but I think I dazed him, and then he was done. And after we were done training, I walked up to him and was like, dude. You have no idea what you did. I was like, dude, before I landed that back fist on you, I told him, I was like, man, that head kick you threw.
So that's fight or flight.
Yeah. It's
you just either got to throw a spinning back fist or.
It's a training thing, anytime you get, anytime I spar or anything, I mean, I kick people's shins and elbows all the time and it hurts, but, you gotta train yourself mentally to hide that type of stuff, unless if it's too bad where you literally can't hide it. I'm really good at hiding anything that happens.
All right, well, I think we're gonna wrap this one up. Josh. Hope you luck on what is it? Let's get the. I'm gonna put this flyer up so people can buy tickets. The tickets are $40 for the seated, and then standing's $30 at the Gas Monkey Live. $70 ringside, and then if you want to get a VIP table, Ben, it's $275.
Ball in. So you got a social media thing? Anything people can get a hold of you with?
I'm on like Instagram.
Tell us your Instagram
Superglue
name.
Altum.
Oh yeah, what? Tell us about that nickname. What's Superglue?
Okay. So I was like 15. A guy came in and he was like MMA. He just won a belt, shit like that, you know. And I was a kid, you know. He'd done some sparring with some guys that were at the gym, and then I asked Coach. I was like, "Hey, could I roll with them, or you know, I want to train. I just want to feel how good he is." So we rolled. And basically, we went to roll. I arm dragged him. I got his back, and I was on his back for like 6 minutes, like straight. He just couldn't get me off. You know, I was just on his back. I didn't get the choke, but I was on his back for like 6 minutes. And then his people he came with was like, "Man, that boy was like super glue on you." And then people around the gym just kept saying it, you know. And then
I picked up.
Come on, Superglue.
and it died out after a while, but I just kept it. I thought it was cool.
Superglue.
Yeah.
So you're fighting. It's KRSMANOVIC. So I think if I'm right, it's like
Zakicha.
Zakicha?
When I watched the video, that's I think that's how they pronounce
Zakicha.
it.
Well, I was gonna say something completely different, like Smanovic, like Kursmanovic.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Doesn't matter what his name. He's about to be your victim, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm saying.
He's about to be Josh's first win in professional in his debut.
Yeah.
Well,
sure.
I'm gonna share everything on the Facebook and the page. So if they can find you, Josh Altum, Altum. So anyway, and Ben,
Stay salty.